Hello, folks. So, in the past, I spoke about how I believed that conversations should more be like you, rather than I. Like, a lot of times now, people are like, I had this most delicious cupcake. And then somebody else is like, I had a, I had a great cupcake too, or I love cupcakes, or. And I thought it should be more like, you're a wonderful person. And somebody would be like, oh, you are so kind to say that. And then somebody else would be like, you are, you are wonderful, and just you get it? So I thought I had this in my ideas, but I didn't think I could practically do it, and I didn't try to practically do it because what I thought, and I was wrong, I thought that I was going to get drained from doing that. I thought that if I would just be like focusing on others completely, that I would get completely drained, and um, yeah, because I would always focus on my ideas and my introspection and growing and growing and growing. But I feel like I've grown to a level that is satisfactory to me, so I don't need to exactly grow anymore. I can, but I don't really need to. And I want to focus on love. That's one thing that I have a lot of trouble with, and I'm just going to be honest with that. I do have a lot of trouble loving others and caring deeply about others, and that's just, but I want to get better at it. I want to feel more, I want to care more. And so this is because of life, I guess, or whatever. And um yeah, but what I started doing is, in conversations, I started focusing on others completely, just saying, okay, I got my shit figured out for myself. I'm just going to focus on these others completely. And to my surprise, it was not draining. It's actually um, it actually gives me energy. It revitalizes me. Focusing on others in a conversation, and and giving them emotional gifts, like I spoke about in the past, but I didn't really know how to do. It 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 feels great. It feels great, and the conversation goes much smoother, and it makes the person I'm talking to much happier, and it's just the way it should be. I mean, it just feels so good, and it does so much more good. It's just in harmony with how things should be. So I definitely recommend that. Um, again, and after actually having really gave it thought, because what the problem is, in my mind, it was all conceptual, and it was just like everybody should just focus on you. But I felt like if I didn't get focused on, that I was just gonna get completely drained. But it's not. Focusing on others is beautiful, and it feels really good. Now, this might be common knowledge to some, but it might not be for others. Um, it just makes me feel good to be there for someone. Um, it makes me feel like the conversation has much more of a purpose than just us shooting the shit and talking about jokes and nonsense. Not to say that there isn't jokes. There could be jokes. There could be conversations about silly things. But when I make the conversation completely about them, this doesn't mean that I have to always talk about them. But the purpose of the conversation becomes making this other person happy, making this other person feel comfortable, and just completely giving to this other person, and helping them feel cared about, helping their ideas feel validated, helping them feel good. And that's really what it's about. I don't want to be too long-winded, but It's amazing. You should really try it, I think, if you want to. But at the same time, if you are struggling internally, um, there is a time to focus on yourself. Um, like it is very important to focus on yourself when you need it, when you're in pain, when you're struggling, because that's what's going to heal you. Your own uh, soul searching is what's going to heal you. But when you've healed and when you're ready, then I feel like it's all about focusing on others from that point on. And that's how I'm going to learn more about love and become a more loving person. And that's how I'm going to do this, because love is the next step. It's not about who I am anymore. It's about how can I give to others and how can I love others fully. So, yeah. Okay. Alrighty. See ya.